Today I will introduce you to the Coriolis force, and I will answer the question which effect the Coriolis force has on toilets in the northern and southern hemisphere. But let's start with a more fundamental question. Does the Coriolis force exist? The answer to this question is, well, kind of, but not really. It is not a real force. It is a so-called fictitious force. A fictitious force, that's a force that you feel when you stand in or on a moving object. But although you can feel it, it is not really there. It is more like an illusion. You all know such a fictitious force. You know it from when you're standing in or on a driving bus, and the bus suddenly stops. You feel as if a force is pushing you forward, even though there isn't really anything there that's pushing you. The illusion comes from the bus stopping while your body wants to continue moving forward. So you feel a fictitious force that is pushing you forward while the bus is stopping. The Coriolis force is such a fictitious force. A force that's not really there, but you feel it when you move in or on a rotating object. So we should all constantly feel this force because we all live on a planet that is constantly rotating. However, the rotation of our planet Earth is so slow that we can't really see or feel the effect of the Coriolis force. So, in order to demonstrate this force to you, we need to find something that's rotating a bit faster than our dear planet Earth. This roundabout will serve us to demonstrate the Coriolis force. As long as we stand still, the pendulum moves forth and back in a straight line. When the roundabout is in rotation, the movement of the pendulum suddenly looks very different. It looks like a strong force is acting on the pendulum, deflecting its movement to the side. This is the effect of the Coriolis force. There is nothing actually pushing or pulling the pendulum to the side. However, the only way to explain the sideward movement of the pendulum is to pretend that there actually is a force acting on it. But what does this have to do with toilets and hemispheres? Imagine we are on the northern hemisphere, and there is an area of low pressure. The low pressure area will suck in all the air around it, just like a draining toilet. Now, because of the rotation of the Earth, the Coriolis force will deflect all the air that is moving southward to the right, while all the air that is moving northward will also be deflected to the right. This means that the wind, instead of blowing straight towards the center of the low pressure area, will start spinning in a counterclockwise movement around the low pressure area. This is how hurricanes are formed. If we look at the southern hemisphere, we will indeed find that the spin direction is reversed. Winds from south and north are both deflected to the left, resulting in a clockwise movement around the low pressure area. Now, the Coriolis force does have an effect on large-scale movements of air on a global scale. However, it does not have any effect on anything as small as a toilet, especially as most toilets need around 5 seconds to drain, while planet Earth needs 24 hours to complete one rotation. So, the hemispheric toilet spin reversal due to the Coriolis force is nothing but a myth.